HGTV star Christina Haack slammed by ex after divorce is finalized. Christina Haack's highly publicized third marriage has come to a close, and her ex-husband, Josh Hall, isn't holding back his thoughts on the matter. Following the finalization of their divorce earlier this week, Hall took to Instagram with a scathing message aimed at the HGTV star. Excited to spend Labor Day weekend in the real reality, Hall captioned a photo of himself wearing a cowboy hat and petting a saddled horse. Finally, legally divorced and a free man, he continued. "I've always worked hard, kept what's mine, and declined handouts, and I'm keeping it that way. Lesson learned. Don't marry someone who needs constant public validation and will use your personal drama for attention." A source close to Hall told Fox News Digital, this was one of the most fair divorces in reality TV history. Josh agreed to split everything he and Christina earned together, and they each walked away from the divorce with everything that they had made prior to the marriage. The source claimed that Hall's assets, including his car collection, were independently acquired. Josh bought each and every one of those cars on his own. Hence, he kept them, the insider confirmed. The source added that Hall voluntarily waived spousal support, even though the couple had no prenuptial agreement in place, remarking, "Given there was no prenup, Christina should send Josh a thank you." Since the divorce is finalized, Hall is focused on leaving the drama behind him. This era of tabloid theatrics is over for Josh. He couldn't be happier, the source concluded, noting that he's ready to move on, permanently. Josh is happy to never have to speak to her again. A California judge officially signed off on the divorce on August 26, marking the end of the contentious union. According to court documents obtained by Fox News Digital, neither Haack nor Hall will receive spousal support. Haack will stay in her Newport Beach mansion and Tennessee farmhouse, while Hall retains several vehicles, including a 2021 Bentley Flying Spur V8, a 1982 DeLorean and a Honda CRF motorcycle. Hall has since moved on with model Stephanie Gabarese, while Haack is now dating businessman Christopher LaRocca. Reps for Hall and Haack did not immediately respond to Fox News Digital's request for comment. Prior to filing for divorce, Haack and Hall filmed footage for the HGTV show, The Flip Off, alongside her first ex-husband, Tarek El Moussa, and his second wife, Heather Ray. However, Hall only appeared in the premiere episode of the show due to his split from Haack. During a February episode of The Flip Off, Haack shared an update on their settlement negotiations as she claimed that Hall had continued to make her financial offers and wants to retire off me. "Honestly, if I would have really understood the repercussions of all of this, I would have gotten a prenup, or I would have never married him," she said, per People. In July, Haack and Hall both filed their own divorce petitions, each citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for the dissolution of their marriage. Hall requested spousal support and asked the court to terminate Haack's ability to receive spousal support from him. Meanwhile, Haack requested the court terminate both of their ability to be awarded spousal support. In a court filing, she stated that Hall should not need spousal support because he has his own source of income. Haack and Hall began dating in March 2021 and secretly married in October of that year. The former couple later had a formal ceremony in Hawaii. The pair did not share any children together. Fox News Digital's Ashley Hume contributed to this report. Josh Hall claims ex-Christina Haack needs constant public validation after their divorce is finalized, details of their settlement. Josh Hall is celebrating after settling his divorce from wife Christina Haack. On Thursday, Christina's third ex-husband took to Instagram to confirm that he and the HGTV star have officially ended their union, while throwing some shade at his ex in the process. Excited to spend Labor Day weekend in the real reality, finally, legally divorced and a free man, Josh wrote. "I've always worked hard, kept what's mine, and declined handouts, and I'm keeping it that way. Lesson learned. Don't marry someone who needs constant public validation and will use your personal drama for attention." As the Ashley previously told you, Christina and Josh both filed to end their marriage in July 2024, less than 3 years after secretly tying the knot. Shortly after they announced their split, it was revealed that Josh had been cut from the Flip Off the HGTV competition series starring Christina, her first ex-husband Tarek El Moussa and Tarek's wife Heather Ray El Moussa, which had just begun filming at the time. Despite only being married for a short time, Christina and Josh's divorce proved to be quite messy, with both parties publicly throwing insults and allegations at one another multiple times throughout the ordeal. After more than a year, the two have officially and legally ended their union. According to Us Weekly, per their divorce settlement, Josh leaves his marriage to Christina with a home and condo in Tennessee, as well as land in California. He is also walking away with furniture, a 2021 Bentley, a 1970 Chevelle, a 1982 DeLorean, a 1947 Dodge and a motorcycle. Josh will also get to keep all interest in his company and will not have to pay back the $100,000 Christina gave him during their divorce. As for Christina, the agreement states that she will keep her business, her home in Newport Beach, California, as well as the multiple homes she owns in Tennessee. She also gets to keep two 2021 GMC Yukons, a 2021 Polaris RZR and 4 quads. She will, however, have to return a 2022 Bentley. While Josh initially requested monthly spousal support from the Christina in the country star, both parties ultimately waived their right to it, per the agreement. The deal did note that Christina paid Josh a one-time payment of $300,000. As you may recall, before marrying Josh in 2021, Christina was married from 2009-2018 to her Flip or Flop co-host Tarek, with whom she shares 2 children. Shortly after the couple's divorce was finalized, Christina married Ant Anstead and they welcomed a son together before going on to part ways in September 2020. Christina and Ant's divorce was finalized in June 2021, and 2 months later, Christina announced that she was engaged to Josh. After calling it quits with Josh, Christina became Instagram official with boyfriend Christopher LaRocca in February, though the two had been photographed together in Italy back in October and again at a Christmas party in December. Josh was also quick to move on from the marriage, as it was reported back in January that he was dating Nashville-based model Stephanie Gabarese. Josh and Stephanie have since confirmed their relationship. Christina Haack's ex Josh Hall celebrates life as a free man, as he takes brutal dig at the HGTV star after finalizing their divorce. Christina Haack's former husband Josh Hall has taken a bitter swipe at the HGTV star, while branding himself a free man, after the acrimonious exes finalized their divorce following a messy legal battle. Although Haack, 42, and Hall, 44, called it quits after less than 3 years of marriage in July 2024, the pair have spent the past year embroiled in a bitter feud as they attempted to reach a settlement. Now, after more than 12 months of public mudslinging and furious fights in court, their divorce agreement has been finalized, with Haack retaining the majority of her real estate assets and Hall walking away with a one-time $300,000 payment from the reality TV star. Yet it appears that Hall still bears some ill will toward his former spouse, whom he took a thinly veiled swipe at in an Instagram post marking this bittersweet milestone in his relationship history. Excited to spend Labor Day weekend in the real reality. Finally, legally divorced and a free man, he wrote alongside a photo of himself petting a horse. "I've always worked hard, kept what's mine, and declined handouts, and I'm keeping it that way. Lesson learned. Don't marry someone who needs constant public validation and will use your personal drama for attention." According to Us Weekly, the couple finally reached a divorce settlement after months of negotiations. Court documents obtained by the outlet revealed that Haack gets to hold on to the keys to her Newport Beach, CA, mansion and her Tennessee farmhouse, where she filmed Christina in the Country, and where Hall was allowed to live for a short period of time following their split, as well as her business. She also gets to keep two 2021 GMC Yukons, a 2021 Polaris RZR, 4 quads, and all of her bank accounts. However, the flip-off star will be forced to hand over a 2022 Bentley to Hall. Meanwhile, Hall walks away with a home and a condo in Tennessee, as well as land in California. He will also keep some furniture, as well as a 1970 Chevelle, a 1982 DeLorean, a 1947 Dodge, and a Honda motorcycle. Hall will also keep all of his interest in his company and will not have to return the $100,000 that his ex-wife lent him during the divorce. According to the documents, Haack also gave Hall a one-time payment of $300,000, and both parties waived their right to spousal support, despite Hall having initially requested it in his petition. The details of their divorce settlement came nearly 3 months after Haack revealed she was not happy with the terms but was thankful that chapter in her life was over. While speaking on SiriusXM's Jeff Lewis Live, she confessed to host Jeff Lewis that she signed something to be rid of the drama with her ex for good. "I signed something. There's like a process after the process. It was resolved in mediation after, I think, 12 hours, she explained. When Lewis asked the home pro if she was happy with how the settlement turned out, she noted that she wasn't interested in divulging all the details. "I heard a saying once, like, if you both think you're screwed. I don't know how it goes," she said. Look, it's not great, but I guess it's done. Co-host Shane Douglas clarified the phrase, if both parties are equally unhappy after the negotiation, then you got what you want. At the time, Haack teased that she will stop by Lewis' show again when they become public record. After the settlement was reached on May 2, a representative for Haack told Us Weekly that the HGTV star was thrilled to have come to the end of negotiations, adding that she was grateful to have worked with such an expert legal team during the process. Christina is pleased to confirm that a settlement has been reached through mediation. She extends her sincere appreciation to her attorney, Laura Wasser, and her team for their professional guidance and support throughout the process, the spokesperson said. The HGTV star also praised her legal team on her social media. You are all a true class act. I loved watching you in action and how you handle everything and everyone with class and grace. I appreciate you all beyond words. I have learned so much under your guidance, Haack said on her Instagram story. The settlement came as a shock to fans and Haack, who previously lamented the ongoing legal proceedings during an appearance on the show. Jeff Lewis has issues. We're not even close to a settlement. We're going to trial, I hear. It's going to be fun. Can't wait, she said. She claimed that Hall asked the court to force her to pay his legal fees, noting that she has not yet been ordered to do so but that she has been supporting him financially. The court hasn't ordered me yet, but he's been asking me for money, she said. I've already had to give a little something, but then he bought a Bentley. I gave him money to live, and he bought a Bentley, but he also doesn't have a job, so. According to court documents obtained by Us Weekly, Haack asked that neither she nor Hall pay spousal support, adding that she wanted her ex to pay her lawyer fees. On the flip side, Hall requested spousal support and asked Haack to pay his lawyer fees. In response to Haack's interview rant about him, Hall issued a withering response via his spokesperson, accusing Haack of being obsessed with him and alleging that she knows nothing about what is going on in his life. It's sad Christina must resort to low blows about her ex Josh to promote her new show, the statement read, before bizarrely going on to quote a Mariah Carey song. She should focus on her new boyfriend and stop talking about Josh. As the great Mariah Carey once sang, "Why you so obsessed with me?" We wish Christina the best. Christina knows nothing about Josh's life, and it's sad she keeps speculating. Her accusations are baseless. Sharing a screenshot of the statement on her Instagram account, Haack vented her fury, "I just threw up in my mouth." Quoting a Mariah Carey song is a new low, even for you, she wrote. Trust me, I'd gaff about Josh's life. I do however care about his BTS tactics. Narcissism at its finest. Haack seemed to put their feud behind her when she debuted her new relationship with Christopher LaRocca in January. She went Instagram official with LaRocca by sharing images of their romantic getaway on a private jet, just days after she opened up about her bitter divorce from Hall in her latest HGTV show. Haack shared images from their whirlwind trip, one of which showed her perched on 52-year-old LaRocca's lap inside the plane, both of them holding glasses of champagne while beaming for the camera. In another snap, Haack and LaRocca, who is the CEO of Network Connex, embraced each other as they struck a pose in front of the jet. She captioned the images, "Some plane flights must be hard posted."